Your cat does not need a spaceship bathroom, but somehow, the pet industry looked at a plastic box full of litter and said, what if we added Wi-Fi, sensors, an app, a subscription, and a price tag that makes your credit card crawl under the couch? Automatic litter boxes can be amazing. They can save time, reduce smell, and help people who hate scooping every day. But the wrong one is not a luxury upgrade. It is a $400 to $800 poop machine with emotional damage included. Today, we are looking at 5 automatic litter box brands that may rob you blind, and 5 that are actually worth considering. And no, this is not about calling every robot litter box a scam. Some of them are genuinely useful. If you have multiple cats, a busy schedule, mobility issues, or you just cannot face another midnight scoop session, the right one can be worth the money. But the wrong one gives you the same chores as before, plus app notifications, replacement bags, sensor errors, and a cat who now looks at you like you betrayed the family. First, let us talk about the biggest red flag, the cheap no-name enclosed automatic litter box clone. You have probably seen these online under random brand names. They all look strangely similar. They promise smart cleaning, safe sensors, odor control, and luxury convenience for way less money than the big brands. That sounds great until you remember one thing. This is not a phone charger. This is a moving machine your cat climbs inside. If a cheap charger breaks, you buy another one. If a bad litter box has weak sensors, a bad door design, or a pinch hazard, your cat is the one in danger. This is the category where saving $200 can be a very bad trade. A safe automatic litter box should stop immediately if a cat enters. It should not trap the cat inside. It should have clear safety systems, real support, replacement parts, and a company that does not disappear the moment you need help. If the brand name looks like someone sneezed into a keyboard, slow down. Your cat deserves better than alphabet soup engineering. Next is Cat Genie. Cat Genie sounds like a dream because it does not just scoop. It washes itself. It uses washable granules, cleaning solution cartridges, and a water hookup. On paper, that sounds incredible. No scooping, no normal litter, no daily waste bag. But in real life, this is not a simple litter box. This is a small bathroom appliance that requires the right setup, the right plumbing, the right cat, and the right amount of patience. Cat Genie can make sense for a very specific person. But if you are in an apartment, or you do not want to deal with cartridges, granules, cleaning cycles, possible clogs, and setup work, it can become an expensive science project. This is the litter box version of buying a printer and then realizing the ink costs more than the printer. Except now the printer involves cat poop, so emotionally, it is worse. Third is Pet Safe, scoop-free when people buy it without doing the refill math. The upfront price can look friendly compared with the giant robot boxes. That is the hook. But the real cost is in the crystal litter trays. If you have one cat and you manage it carefully, it might be fine. But if you have multiple cats, or you use disposable trays often, the refill cost can sneak up fast. This is not always a bad product. The simple rake design can be useful. The problem is when people think they are buying a cheap automatic litter box, then slowly discover they are feeding it crystal trays like a tiny garbage ATM. The machine may be cheaper up front, but the long-term cost matters. If the refills cost too much, the box is not saving you money. It is just billing you in smaller pieces. Fourth is the self-packing style of automatic litter box, like Furbulous and similar designs. The pitch is very tempting. It cleans, it packs, it seals waste, it controls odor, it has an app. It almost sounds like the litter box is about to start paying rent. But the more a litter box depends on special bags, special deodorizer bars, special refills, and special accessories, the more careful you need to be. Convenience is great until the replacement bags are expensive, out of stock, or only work with that one machine. Then you do not just own a litter box. You own a bathroom subscription for a creature who still drinks out of your water glass. Auto packing can be useful, but make sure the refill system does not turn a one-time purchase into a permanent toll booth. Fifth is any expensive luxury automatic litter box that looks better than it works. Some premium boxes have beautiful design, lights, apps, odor claims, and sleek shapes that look good in a modern home. But pretty does not mean practical. A litter box can look like it belongs in a futuristic spa and still be annoying to clean. It can have fancy odor technology and still smell bad after a few days. It can have a small entry hole that your large cat looks at like, you first. The real test is not whether the product photos look nice. The real test is whether you still like it after 3 months of actual cat behavior. Because cats are not product testers with clipboards. Cats are chaos managers. They will kick litter, miss the angle, refuse the entrance, trigger the sensor, ignore the app, and then stare at you like the whole thing was your idea. Which, to be fair, it was. Now let us talk about the automatic litter boxes that are actually worth considering. First is Whisker Litter Robot 4. It is expensive. There is no way around that. But it has something many cheaper boxes do not have: a long track record, a large owner community, replacement parts, clear safety features, and real support. That matters in this category. Litter Robot 4 uses weight and laser style detection, tracks waste levels, and has safety systems designed designed to stop the cycle when needed. Is it perfect? No. Sensors still need cleaning. The waste drawer can still give annoying alerts. The app can still test your patience. But compared with mystery brands, this is a serious product from a company that has been in the space for years. If you want the safest premium mainstream option, this is usually the first one to compare against everything else. Second is Neocasa M1 or Neocasa M1 Plus. This one is especially interesting for bigger cats or cats that hate covered boxes. The open-top design makes it easier for some cats to enter, turn around, and feel less trapped. That matters because the best litter box in the world is useless if your cat refuses to use it. Open-top design is not perfect. It can track more litter. It may not control odor as tightly as a sealed box. You may need to wipe it more often. But for large cats, older cats, nervous cats, or cats who reject enclosed spaces, this can be a much smarter choice than forcing them into a tiny robot cave. Your cat should not need courage and a helmet to go to the bathroom. Third is PetKit Puramax 2. This is a good middle ground option for people who want a smart rotating litter box but do not want to pay top-tier litter robot pricing. The big thing to look for here is safety design. PetKit uses multiple sensors, and the better models are built to stop when a cat is detected. That does not mean you plug it in and trust it blindly. With any automatic litter box, you should watch the first cycles, test the safety behavior, and keep a normal litter box nearby during the transition. PetKit can be a strong value if the price is right and the model fits your cat. It is not the cheapest option, and that is a good thing. In automatic litter boxes, the cheapest option is usually not the prize. The prize is the box that works, keeps your cat safe, and does not make you regret learning what firmware means. Fourth is CatLink, especially newer models like Baymax-style boxes if the reviews and price line up. CatLink can be a value pick because it often offers app monitoring, decent capacity, and smart features at a lower price than the most expensive brands. But this is one where you need to read long-term reviews, not just unboxing reviews. A 3-day review tells you almost nothing. A 6-month owner tells you the truth. You want to know if the sensors still work, if the liner holds up, if odor control lasts, if the app behaves, and if support answers when something breaks. If CatLink passes those checks for the model you are considering, it can be worth a look. Fifth is PetSafe Scoop Free, but only with the right expectations. This is not the same kind of product as a big rotating robot box. It is simpler. It uses crystal litter and a rake-style system. That simplicity can be good for one-cat homes, especially if you want something cheaper and less complicated. But you have to do the refill math first. If you buy PetSafe Scoop Free, thinking it is a one-time cheap solution, you may be disappointed. If you buy it knowing the crystal litter cost, knowing how often you will replace trays, and maybe using a reusable tray setup, then it can make sense. The product is not the trap. The trap is pretending the refills are free. Here is the simple buying checklist. Do not buy a mystery enclosed robot litter box just because it is cheap. Do not buy anything with a trapping or closing design unless the safety record is extremely clear. Measure your cat before buying. If your cat is large, older, nervous, or built like a furry bowling ball, entry size matters. Calculate the yearly cost of bags, trays, filters, cartridges, crystals, liners, and replacement parts. And always keep a normal litter box while your cat adjusts. The truth is, no automatic litter box is completely hands-free. The ads say hands-free because you still have to clean a machine full of cat waste does not look good on the box. You still empty the drawer. You still wipe sensors. You still deep clean. You still check odor. You still need the right litter. But a good automatic litter box can reduce daily scooping and make life easier. A bad automatic litter box gives you the same chores, plus customer support, plus app errors, plus a cat who now distrusts technology. And honestly, that cat may be right. So before you buy, ask one question. Is this solving my litter problem, or is it creating a more expensive version of my litter problem? Because the best automatic litter box is not the one with the prettiest app. It is the one your cat actually uses, the one you can actually clean, the one the company actually supports, and the one your bank account does not quietly resent. And if your cat rejects every robot box and goes back to the plain plastic tray, do not feel bad. That is not failure. That is your cat giving the most honest product review on earth.